Oh, is it?
It sure is recording.
Okay, just checking.
So you step out of the way.
Lindsay?
Yes.
How do we turn this thing off? Can you see?
Maybe you should ask Peter before you touch it. Wait, we should... Peter.
Peter?
Oh, I told you.
The camera's on. Peter? It's on.
It's on.
Is it supposed to be on?
I don't know.
Who turned the camera on?
Camera.
Okay, I'll
Can we
take
just
care of
back
it.
off the
touch
camera,
it.
please? Can we back off the camera?
Touch it.
Good.
Just on.
Yeah, that's on. That is on.
In March 2000, in Salt Lake City, Utah, Richard Dutcher's film, God's Army, premiered to sell out crowds. It was the first commercially successful film by a Mormon director for Mormon audiences. Mormon cinema was born.
The world of Mormon cinema is in chaos tonight, as authorities continue searching for its founder, Richard Dutcher, who has been missing for almost 2 weeks and is presumed dead. The man who proved that movies with Mormon characters had an audience with his film God's Army, the most recognized face in Mormon entertainment since Donnie and Marie, Richard Dutcher is no more.
He was location scouting, and experts now agree that his plane must have gone down somewhere over the Great Salt Lake.
The states of Utah, Arizona, and Idaho are flying their flags at half-mast.
由他为您报道关于 Richard Dutcher。
Richard Dutcher, el creador artístico del Mormon
And the
cinema.
entire countries of Mexico, Estonia, and Orange County are in mourning.
Like, when Paul McCartney was dead, right? He wasn't really dead, but, everybody thought he was dead for some time. I mean, you just can't mess with big names like that and put them out in the media.
Who?
He is a pioneer. I still believe he's out there.
Besides his grieving family, this fallen leader leaves behind a world in question. What will this mean to Mormons in general, to Mormon culture? And perhaps, most important of all, what lies in store for and who else will lead the artistic movement he began, Mormon cinema.
If he's a captain of a handcart company who's been lost along the way, who's been devoured by wild animals, who's been mauled, or I think it's important, yes, we pick up the reins, we take off where he stopped.
There has to be Mormon cinema.
I think if you want, like, a famous Mormon director, you're gonna have to convert one who's already famous, convert Spielberg or something. Worked for Larry King.
What I look forward to is the day when we can walk into a video store and there'll be an entire wall of LDS movies. It'll take much more than 1 or 2 or 3 filmmakers. There'll need to be a lot of us. And I don't know if I'll ever see that. I'm not going to be around forever. Richard Dutcher uttered those haunting words only weeks before his disappearance. Words which remain chilling to this day. Could Richard Dutcher have foreseen and foretold inadvertently of his own malfortunate demise? As with Nostradamus of old, only time will tell.
It is important that someone step in and take his place.
Just because I'm Mormon and a woman, does that mean I'm supposed to be in the kitchen making cookies?
A lot of people make films that follow a certain film noir style. But I want to create a style, film blanc. It shows the positiveness in things.
Yes, I knew Richard Dutcher at school, at BYU, Brigham Young University. And I do consider him a friend. It's funny, a lot of people confuse our work. Personally, I don't see it,
Richard was in my ward right after he joined the church. And we got along really well because we were both converts.
I don't really know Richard. I met him once at a fireside after God's Army came out, but that's all.
He's a good friend, but he always was rather prideful. He didn't really want my advice, which I don't know why. And I don't want to sound like a bad friend or unsupported, but what an idiot.
I mean, I have to admit it. God's Army inspired me to do this. I mean, it's horrible what happened to him, but I think his spirit lives on in all that we're doing.
I'm aware of rumors that I'm a very, very wealthy man, which is interesting, that because God's Army did so well that I'm, doing incredibly well. I have 18 wives, and support them all very well. But unfortunately, that's not true. That didn't sound right.
We're all gonna miss him.
Hey, it's not like, Richard dies and suddenly we're making all our movies, I mean, I've been making mine for months.
Some critics have said of your short films, quote, "the worst fight choreography known to man."
I'm proud of the short films I did. I tried to make films that were interesting, but deep and with meaning.
How did you name your children?
Well, I'm a convert to the church, and I was less active when my sons were born. But I still wanted to name them after Book of Mormon prophets, so I named them after the only two that I could remember. And kids, they just make fun of, names and stuff like that, so.
And how old are they?
Layman is 8 and Lemuel is 7.
But it's just for today, please.
No.
See, my mom,
No.
why? She sees Hollywood as like this evil place, and she refuses to even allow the very appearance of the industry in the house. I mean, even no cameras at all. Film or video, even the appearance of a camera.
No.
Please, what's the big deal?
I don't want that influence in this house. No.
What influence, a camera?
The influence. Don't you take that tone with me.
Oh, I'm not taking a tone.
Yes, you
No,
are.
no, I'm
Yes,
not.
You are.
Please,
Yes, you are. No.
please.
No. Hello.
Fine, go next door.
Yes.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry you had to see that. She just doesn't see how my filmmaking can be spiritually beneficial.
Kevin's films are very short. Most short films are 15, 20 minutes long. Kevin's films are 8, 9 seconds long.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to make movies.
Some people seem to like it. I mean, it's nothing really.
I got my start in the film business making Mormon music videos. I made my fortune, part of my fortune doing that. And that was my film school. It taught me all the storytelling techniques that I need to making a full-length feature. And I've never been more ready.
The network really never got off the ground.
And the money he made in music videos?
Well, he made a couple hundred he netted a couple hundred off of a trust fund or something. He never really made anything off the network. Peter's an idiot.
Look at all these swear words all over these scripts I read. I don't want to sound like I'm on a soapbox here, but I'm getting pretty sick and tired of all of my non-Mormon film buddies not taking me as serious because I use swear words like fetch, dang, heck.
Peter is a good man. He truly loves the gospel. But I think his priorities have become a little bit off.
And to judge a man by the swear words he uses is swearism.
This is my dog, Pogo. It's a symbol, really. It's a symbol that I like to call a symbol of tenacity. The dog represents me, and I am the clone. Ow, ow! Dang!
I'm sorry. Although I've only written and produced 2 short films, I have written 11 full-length feature scripts. I'm very proud of them. It's really amazing. That's right, 11.
And how long has it taken you on each screenplay?
Oh, days. Days at a time. I mean, the My World War II script took a whole week.
I think when Peter made Singles Ward Exile, he was in a dark time in his life.
I would have to say that many independent film shorts basically suck.
Critics are critics, you know?
So it only follows logic that a Mormon independent film would painfully suck.
Einstein said that great spirits would always get violent opposition from mediocre minds, and you know.
Mr. Buman's film goes above and beyond the call of suck.
That sounds pretty violent to me.
In fact, besides the credits, I don't think there's a frame of that short that doesn't exude the highest levels of suck.
I'm in good company.
No, actually, the credits suck too.
You look back in time in the history of Hollywood, of Mormon cinema. You got John Baker's Last Race. You got First Vision. Nobody ever heard of the Second Vision. You see what I'm saying? It did nothing. It tanked. Box office receipts were very disappointing, no question.
She's not gonna beat me. No one's gonna beat me. This is my time, you know? I mean...
Yeah, that's right. I'm competitive. I think you have to be competitive. I think the pioneers had to have been competitive. Yeah. Think about it. Who wouldn't want to say, I made it to the Salt Lake Valley first? I'm hanging out with Brigham before the railroads got there. I beat the railroads. Who wouldn't want to say that? You know? I'm asking you.
But Brigham Young wasn't the first to arrive at the Salt Lake Valley.
Exactly. And you can't tell me that didn't bother him. That did bother him.
Well, my film is called God's Army Reserve, and it's about Ward missionaries. I wrote it to carry on Richard's legacy. You know, I think Richard would have wanted us to carry on.
Working with Kevin on God's Army Reserve, it was great. I mean, he was respectful.
I shot a movie trailer of the film on Mini DV, that's digital video, as something that I can show to investors.
It was really awesome. But Kevin has this thing with naked belly buttons. I mean, I don't know if it's, you know what, it could be a Mormon thing, but he's just got to get over it.
Well, a lot of members of the church really respond to music, so I shot a part of the trailer as a musical.
I know that this is the place. Oh yeah, the place. Yeah!
But not a lot of success raising money with it yet.
That is the name of my film, Celestial Match. It's going to be the biggest movie ever.
My name is Michael Enoch Glazer, and to clarify, my middle name is not Enoch. My full first name is Michael Enoch. That's with a hyphen.
And it's about eternal love.
I keep Hollywood at an arm's length. I'm as close to the edge of that crater as I want to be. And I'm not one to cast the first stone. But when I was a child, I thought as a child. But now I am a man, and I have put away childish things. But that's okay for Peter.
Are you auditioning for this movie?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. I'm the director.
Frills?
Yeah.
I'm LaShonda. It's so nice to meet you.
I don't think you can hold auditions too early in the course of a production.
You know, you just don't get it, Jonathan.
You don't get it, Jonathan.
If you don't give up stand-up comedy.
If you don't give up stand-up comedy, you're going straight to
outer darkness.
outer darkness.
Do you like that? Does that feel like more drama?
That's great improv. That's so wonderful.
If they do something that in my audition that later they are called upon to do it again, they'll be ready.
You guys, I don't know, but I don't know if I'm really. I'm sorry, but I don't know if this is really right. Where you're both rubbing my
it's fine.
hands.
It's fine. It's
This
okay.
is sensory work.
This is it. It is.
Really?
It's not just about my movie. I'm making better actors here.
You gotta stay on this side. Don't go behind us, okay? Don't go behind us at all, okay? Okay.
Peter he lives in the filmmaking world. He's in it and of it.
Well, you have to commit. You know, I think it's important to commit to the tools of the trade.
Side, now is the time to
I'm on the Lord's side.
Peter, what if Richard Dutcher is found alive?
Why would you ask that? What is there proof of that? I mean, the man's gone. Let him, look, where did that question come from, people? I mean, is this about me or what? I mean, come on.
Judy wanted a title as a label. So I think she felt as girls in the Bible, just as today, are labeled bad just because they're strong. That's why she created this organization for LDS women, FIST, Feisty Independent Sisters of Truth.
It's an absolute pleasure to work with Judy. I mean, it's not very often you run into somebody with a vision like she has. And she knows what she wants. She's gonna make it. She'll make it someday.
The title Bad Girls of the Bible still sounds a little naughty to me, doesn't it?
Raising money is always difficult in independent filmmaking, even in the Mormon genre now. And even though we've had a success, it's still extremely difficult.
Peter needed $2,000 to make his film, and the investor did not want to give him more than $1,000.
I never went back on my word. And I never told him yes to 1,000, let alone 2.
I told him, I said, look, I cannot make my vision for less than 1.5. Definitely not less than 1.3.
I gave him $1,000, which is 400 haircuts.
It's sad when people care too much about money.
What's going on? How are you, Dad? I'm gonna ask one more time. Okay? Here it is. I'm asking one more time. All right? Give me the money. I'm giving it to you straight, Dad. Give me the money. Here we go.
Yeah, I know. It's not easy.
You know, if Mom were alive, she'd be telling you. Peter, she'd say, Peter, give Peter the money. Give Peter, you can almost hear her, right? Give Peter the money. Give Peter the, right? You can almost hear that, right?
Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I do.
Dad,
but I don't know.
You're just avoiding the issue. You always do this. It's got celestial in the title, Dad. It's perfect. Every Mormon's going to want to see this. It's Mormony. This is for a feature, Dad. Do you see? Do you see how great it's going to be? I mean, it's for a feature.
I'm not sure.
Okay, all right, Dad. That's fine. Okay. You're a horrible father, okay? Just know that, all right? You're a horrible dad. Horrible dad.
Just here at work, working on some investor packets. Hi, Mr. McCagno, please? Kevin Evans. I called earlier. Thank you. Mr. McCagno, hi. You got my messages. No, that's okay. No, I understand. You're busy, I understand. Did you get a chance to see my movie trailer? Uh-huh. Okay. Uh-huh.
Calling out for grace again.
So you saw it.
All my dreams feel so
I'm not really one to invest in these type of projects, but you know, I'm gonna give Peter a shot on this one because I don't know how good his film is, but his sister's hot.
Claims of stories, sightings, and theories, conspiracy and otherwise, still surround the disappearance of Richard Dutcher. Many people still claim they've seen him.
I'll handle this.
Yes, sir.
I got it.
You've seen Richard Dutcher recently alive.
Yeah, that's right. Right over there in the woods.
And you have a photo to prove it.
That's right.
I seen him, plain as day. He came and asked to use the bathroom.
May we see the photo?
Yeah.
That's a hand-drawn photo.
That's no photo in my hand. That's Richard Dutcher's right over there in the woods.
That's a Sharpie marker drawn on a piece of photo paper, which is a very, very good likeness.
We have no investors yet, but we're gonna just go ahead and we're gonna shoot on schedule. Someday I'm gonna make a project that no one has ever done before. And it might not be God's Army Reserve, but one of these days I'm gonna make a film that people will love and will look at and watch and realize that that is unique and that no one has ever put that on the movie screen before.
Remember to get those XLR cables loaded out. So the last time it was, okay, Michaelina, word with you, okay. Hey, I'll finish loading up. Appreciate it, Ephraim. Good man. Okay.
Why are you doing that?
I'm not
Just
doing
close that.
anything.
You don't need to be in there.
I'm
Sorry.
I'm invading or something? I mean, come on.
Well, it's the bishop's desk.
It's the yeah, but I'm in it now, okay? We're just it's a
It's not your desk. You're a guest in this office.
I realize that, Michael.
Just just
could you keep it until we get to the set or something? I mean,
We used to make films for fun when we were young.
Yeah, the boom mic, okay? Yeah, the Apple boxes. We need all those.
I've got a mic.
That's not a boom mic, Michael Lenick. I asked for a boom mic.
I know, but 5 minutes ago we didn't have a mic, and now we have a mic.
Where did you get that?
Sacrament table.
No, I'm not going to use it.
Why not?
I'm not going to. What do you mean? Why not? It's a sacred mic. I'm not
It's
going to
not
use a sacred mic.
mic.
Yes, it is.
Listen,
Come on,
I'm on the
think,
bishop.
man.
I'm on the bishopric.
Yes,
we
I
don't have a
know.
problem with it.
Well, maybe I have more morals than you. You know what I mean? You ever think about that? I'm sorry. I'm not going to use it. Okay?
You won't use.
I'm not going to use it. Get the hands. Ah!
I no longer make films on my own. I'm not given to those type of creative pursuits anymore, but I'm willing to help him.
Okay, cut. Wait a minute, guys. We got a boom. We have a boom in the shot.
We discussed it as a bishopric, and we found the story to be a wholesome story. It would be a wholesome film, Mormon values. And we decided in order to help Peter that we would organize certain members of the ward to aid in the production of the film, and it would be a ward activity.
Take 112. We're almost there, people. Here we go. He made my film a ward activity. That's a man. That is a man.
Peter calls me a jack of all trades. And I think that's kind of funny, because my name's Dennis.
You know, Peter, gotta respect the Peter. He has a vision, and he's gonna stick with it.
I don't even think Peter knows what a vision is, to be honest with you. I think it's just something that he knows he has to have as a director, you know. Got my camera, got my crew, I got my director's chair, there's my vision, there's wardrobe. You know what I mean? It's like a laundry list.
Peter is, he's a respectable gentleman that his vision will be met. Amen.
This is not your office. This is the bishop's office.
I use this
You're
office.
not some hotshot bishop, Michael.
I
I'm
never
sorry
said
you're
I was
having
a
to see
bishop.
this.
I don't know why Peter does half the things he does, but he's the professional.
You have to trust him.
That's what it boils down to,
It's
is
his-
trust.
Because it's his stuff.
It's his craft.
It's his camera, I think.
Yeah, I think it is. Whereas Yeah, it's his camera. So, I mean, you do
So
what he says.
You have to trust him.
You do what he says.
So I don't have a camera.
Just answer the question, Michael.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, I'm not disputing history. I know Mormons have gone to jail.
Okay then, so what's the point?
Look, people watch us.
Right?
Well, we are examples of our faith. What kind of examples would we be if we have a film portraying us being hauled off to jail?
Just trying to make it real, man, you know? I'm just trying to keep it real.
Fine, keep it real. Just keep it real with a different project, one that doesn't involve my ward members.
Your ward members? Well, isn't that rich? Okay, well, you know, how do you get involved in this film project anyway? I mean, you undermine everything I say.
Undermine? What, do you think I don't care about this film?
No, I know you care about the film, Michael Leanick. I do, okay? It's just that there's a chain of command here, man. I mean, there's a hierarchy, and who's the high? And who made you bishop of the film? There's no more time to wait. I don't care. I don't care. Ephraim, you're in. Here we go. You're the actor. I need a somber. You can do this. You can do this, right?
You want me?
Of course I want. You've always said you wanted to act, right? Here's your chance, Flyboy. Come on, give this to him. I want you to be Dave, okay? And we'll fix it in post, okay? And ready? This.
I would say that Peter has
Okay, let's do it. And-
control issues. I always thought that outtakes were serendipitous. You just glean them from your footage.
Outtakes. We're doing outtakes.
But he's coaching members of the cast on how to flub a word.
You're sad, but then you laugh, okay? Mess up hard. Okay, here we go. All right. And are we ready? Quiet on the set. And action. No, I'm sorry. No, you're not messing up right. Action.
I'm so sorry.
No. Action. Perfect. That's good. That's working. Okay, one more like that. Okay. This is working. Okay. It's okay. Something's wrong. Something's not working. Everything's just going wrong. I don't know if it's the set or the lights or these actors who don't show up, and when they do, they don't save me any bagels. I just don't understand.
Have you prayed about it?
Stop it. Don't do that. Don't pull rank like
What?
that. You're a second counselor, Michael Leanick. Yes, you are.
That's not my point.
Come on.
That's
you're
the same advice I'd give anyone else.
No, it's not. Not in front of this bed.
I'm just trying to help.
The open.
Just trying to help.
Bad enough I'm in this chair. Thank you. I don't need anything pink in front of me right now.
I would
We're
feel more
shooting?
comfortable in this chair.
You want to be in
Yeah.
this chair.
Well, I would feel more comfortable you not being in this chair.
But this is the big dog chair, okay? It's the biggest.
I don't care.
Michael,
I don't-
where's this coming from? I mean, we're
No,
having.
it's, maybe I'm wrong to help him. Sometimes I feel like I'm helping him make his films. I feel like maybe I'm aiding and abetting this inappropriate behavior. I mean, I wouldn't buy beer for your crew because drinking alcohol to me is inherently wrong. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't feel comfortable talking about this anymore.
But while I have Ephraim here, I want to say to you fine people, what a help he's been, you know? He's not only a great PA, he's also an actor. And he proved that the other day when we were shooting. We were kind of in a pinch, we needed an actor. And he's been great, absolutely wonderful. You know, no one's perfect, it's all about the perfection, getting to the perfection. And I'm not perfect, but I am closer to it than you. That's what we're going for though, you see? I mean, he does have a long way to go when it comes to certain things. My, you know, he gave me a water, the label was torn. I don't want to sound like finicky, but you know, it's a label, it was torn. I can't have that. But he's learning, and I'm helping him. Let the magic begin. All right, people, see you later.
Peter reminds me a lot in the way he's particular about so many things, like my dad. My dad, you know, he'd have me shovel the sidewalk in the driveway when there was a foot of snow with not a snowblower. He'd have me do it with the ice scraper thing you use on your car. He liked to have the ice off the driveway and scraped. And I love my dad for that. It's just the same way I love Peter. They have me doing things that maybe I don't understand. Well, I love my dad. He's a great guy. My dad keeps me real. And I don't hate him or Peter for anything. I trust them. I love them both, and they are hard workers. I do love you, Dad. Just don't understand, but I do at the same time, and that's the magic of movie making. And that's why I'm here.
In fact,
Our
I'm not sure
guests
we
here-
should be filming in a bishop's office.
He was okay with it before.
They've probably
What-
written something about that. There's probably something written.
See, I convince him of these things, and then he has this, thing of guilt or something, and that
What is this
it
doing
affects
out?
him. It's our script. We're making a movie, Michael, and we have to have a script
It looked
to
like
make
something else.
We're
That's-
professionals here. Come on.
That's important.
Keep the script on the desk here. Come on. All right. So anyway, we made the film. He just helped a lot.
Could I please just have you not sit there? I was just going to say, some of the ward members that had auditioned as cast members, they didn't make the cut. So we found a place for them in the crew.
We did. It was wonderful. People who were, normally unimportant got a chance to feel.
I wouldn't say unimportant.
Well, not unimportant, but they got to feel important because they got to help out, with the film, before going back to being unimportant. Okay, cut. Okay, that's good.
I just can't wait to see Peter's movie, Celestial Match. I've seen the trailer and it's gonna be amazing.
Let's do this. I'm going to turn off the camera. And we're going to. Thank you! Whoa. You're not in the movie, Bob. Bob, you're not in the movie.
Peter himself is amazing. I just can't wait.
If you want a preview of Celestial Match, I will give it to you. But I'll only let you see the first part because I don't want to give away my stylistical secrets. Directors are very, very, crazy about that, and I'm like them. Guilty as charged. And but yeah. You will be mine. Sure, I cast myself in my own film. I mean, come on, a lot of great directors do. Look at Richard Dutcher, God's Army. You see that? I mean, look, Harrison Ford.
Ron Redden and Ashley Canfield, the most respected names in news, ask the tough questions.
Ron, Richard Dutcher is missing. It's a documented fact.
Yeah, but is it really? I mean, maybe he got tired of preaching his gospel through film, and he's on a mission. He's knocking on doors. Mormons do that. He could be right there.
Talk, It's all about Richard, isn't it? Crazy. Yeah, he's gone, and that's sad. Yes, I know it is. But, I mean, what about the up-and-comers?
I've been talking to my mom, and she's starting to come around. She started talking with me again, and she actually calls me her son again. She finally forgave that photographer from her college days. She decided to buy a camera. It's one of those disposables so that once it's done, she can get it out of the house.
Would you ever work a product into your film to offset the cost of production?
Absolutely. I mean, as long as it's done in good taste.
I am
angel sent from heaven to deliver a message from on high.
No, I never. I think it ruins the feel of a piece.
I don't really have an opinion on that yet. I'll let you know.
I'm sorry, are you guys thirsty? If you'd like, there's some of this delicious Stevens Cocoa we have here. It's very... Who took the vanilla?
Don't fight it. Oh yeah, that was a tough shoot.
Wait, Joseph, wait!
What about the revolving account?
Next.
The MasterCard?
Next.
The Visa?
Next.
Yeah, but that's the big Visa. What about the little Visa?
Max, Judy.
No, it's okay. I mean, I'll just, oh yeah, lots of things went wrong. The assistants we got weren't very professional. They didn't know the business too well.
What is this?
Dave.
Vincent, what?
We need to change one of the horses.
Why? Is Tom Andrews' release form in here? I don't even know if he signed anything.
No, Dave, listen. Dave, will you just listen?
I don't have to look at you to listen, okay?
Dave,
I can hear you just fine.
We need to get a new horse. The horse gets jittery every time I say action. I really think he's starting to understand the word. So replace him. You know what? Go to Mabel. Ask Mabel if we can use her brown horse. We'll just paint him black.
Why don't we just use a different word?
Dave, why can't you just follow instructions without questioning everything?
I'm just trying to save you a little money by not using the word action.
I don't understand what
Say
you're saying.
go or now or something. I don't care. Just something else.
Directors don't say go or now. Hello?
Pardon me for being the voice of frickin' reason here.
Dave, come on. It's an action film. Your unprofessional advice has been noted. It's noted, Dave. Thanks. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Say go. Okay, ready, set, go. Now.
Dave was so out of line. I mean, I have to side with Judy. Action is the word directors use.
Look at me. Usually when you're someone's gopher, you have a chance to, oh, I don't know, go somewhere. But who am I the gopher for? Miss Queen Wench, who's a nobody, that's who. And she wants me to play Satan. Satan. Kirby gets to play Jesus, and I get to play Satan. You know, I should be surprised, but Kirby seems to get all the great roles, and I don't understand what it is about myself. Do I look like Satan to you? We butt heads. You know, we argue sometimes, but she always has the final say.
We need to do this. Hi, who are you? Who is this?
This is the sound guy.
Hi, I'm Judy. What is your name?
¿Qué dice? No entiendo nada.
Juan. His name's Juan.
Juan.
Dave, does he speak English?
No, he doesn't speak English, but he's the most respected sound guy in Venezuela. He's given us.
How
he's
could
got us
you
a great
hire
deal.
him if he doesn't speak English?
He doesn't need to speak English to do sound. It's a universal language like math or love.
No, you're not selling your ring. What can I do?
You've done enough. I mean,
no.
You know what? We're fine.
I have things. No.
You know what? This is just in case. We're fine.
I know. But I have a car. I can sell my car.
You're not selling your car, okay? We're not that bad off. Oh, thanks. Did it hurt? Would you really sell your car for the movie?
I am an angel sent from heaven to deliver to you a message from... Bob, what the H?
Cut! Okay, first of all, you know my feelings on cussing. Either you say the word or you don't say any. None of this abbreviation crap.
Wait a minute.
What?
I know a girl.
You know, I'm tired of her. She's about to get her money.
She usually invests in hip-hop albums, but that's an option. Let me call her, okay?
Okay. I'll call her. I appreciate that, but I guess I just wanted to be able to communicate with my sound guys.
Yo soy un artista. Yo no necesito esto, No necesito. Si ella no me quiere, yo no necesito esto.
Look, I don't understand that at all, but I'm working on it. Some of this stuff is sketchy, but I know what he means most of the time.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Look, this is gonna work really good.
Yeah, you better
should
help
see
better
some of
work,
his
because this is our last day. We have to get everything today. So let's just do this.
You know, first the plasma thing, and now... Judy, come... sir, I'm gonna... Juan, I'll figure this out. I'll be back.
Americanos. Tan locos todos.
She did it. She's the first to get a movie made. It's incredible. I mean, it's in the can, ready to edit. I mean, I'm still trying to raise money for my movie.
Oh, Joseph! What are you doing? Joseph, don't fight it. Have it back. No! I just wanted to get to know you.
She didn't read the audience very well, and when it premiered at this Jordan State Talent Night, it didn't do very well.
I told her not to do it, but she did it anyway. You know, I'm a Mormon. You know what I mean? I know what and what not to do, but she didn't want to listen to me.
Yeah, there's no place for sexual situations in the movies.
Well, Judy's film only shows one exposed navel. Do you?
There's no place for that. There's no place for nudity. There's no place for sex of any kind. There's no place for vulgarity. There's no place for coffee or tea or liquor. There's a place for smoking, however, because that's reality.
You know smoking's bad for you, right?
Right on.
Okay, I have to say in my defense, I think that there are some Mormon gals who apologize for breathing. I just wanted to show some real biblical women who were strong. Okay, yeah, and some of them were bad, and maybe they showed their belly button. But they all had an inner strength that I think Mormon women should emulate.
So where are we now? There's no distribution. She promised me a job in her next film. Now I'm not gonna have that. So I get to go get a job.
We started this film planning to give equal weight to all three filmmakers' stories. But as we followed these three, our focus was drawn to Peter, due in part to his overwhelming enthusiasm to be a subject in this film, but also because he's just so bizarre.
Go with me on this?
Some here say
You know, I am mysterious.
Bye-bye, you better be better than you are. Mr. Builder,
I have an aura.
do remember
Hundreds
everything. I
of
do remember
dollars
all that you
over budget.
are. Counting the pieces of heaven will make you a star.
That's a director. All right, see you later. And cut. Okay, good. That's great.
I guess I'm done. My uncle, he can't help me. I've tried a lot of other avenues, and I don't want to get into excessive debt. And maybe I'm just not going to make my full-length feature. And if that means I'm not going to be a Mormon Spielberg, well, then that's okay. I'm going to keep trying, and I'm just going to... Sorry.
Do you feel you're out of the race to become the next Mormon Spielberg?
Yeah, it's a setback. But who knows? Maybe all our movies will bomb.
Get off it. It doesn't matter. Look,
Yes,
we have 143 minutes, and we haven't even finished filming yet. It's too long. It's running.
What are you
We've got to-
talking about too long? I mean, come on, guys. This is my vision we're talking about.
We've got to tighten this up.
You know, well, Mike Linick is officially the editor, but I'm helping him. You know, I'm kind of teaching him this system a little bit. What? Tighten it up? It's fine. I mean, it's fine. We talked about this before. I mean, what do you suggest? I mean, that we...
You know what? If they could find Richard Dutcher...
Okay, enough about Richard Dutcher, okay? I'm sick of you guys mythologicalizing him all the time. He's not gonna get found, okay? Come on. No one's gonna save us. What are we gonna do here? Come on, I'm the visionary. I mean... So that's poor leadership. I apologize for that. But you know something? The bottom line is, I don't know when it could be, but he may be fired. You may be fired too. I'm just saying, I could come in tomorrow and both of you, your careers are over. All right? Do you want that? Do you want that? Don't answer the question. It's rhetoric, okay?
He'd really lost his focus on Celestial Match.
It's just just that God's Army was so good when he had that scene where they put the backpack on.
Come closer.
Why?
Just come closer. Lean in. I will prove to you that Richard Dutcher is not more talented than me. Okay? Because I'm not sweating it.
Okay.
Sorry you had to see that. You know, I mean, the bottom line is you have to light a fire. You know, I mean, that wasn't real in there. It's all about making them understand, because they're not going anywhere without me.
Okay, I'm confused. Do I need to worry about clearing out my desk
No.
and getting my stuff?
No.
Are you saying that because you want my stuff, or because I don't have to worry about being let go?
No, well, I haven't released you from your calling in the ward.
All right. So you're saying that to me as a member of the bishopric, not a production coordinator?
Yeah, as the bishopric.
You know, sometimes I feel like smashing his face.
Okay, wait. Are you telling me this as a friend or as a member of the ward to a member of the bishopric?
I don't even know how to separate those anymore. Someone ought to make a movie about that. Richard Dutcher could make a really good movie about that.
There is more pain for the Dutcher family as police continue searching for the key suspect in the break-in of their home.
Hi. Is that on? Okay, good. I am tired of being an enabler. So at the risk of sending my best friend, who is a Mormon, to jail, I must come forward. I know who broke into the Dutcher home.
Who?
It's all right here on this tape.
You filmed the break-in?
No, but I've taken the liberty of producing and directing a reenactment of the break-in. It's a story of jealousy, greed, betrayal. It's inspired by a very popular film from the 1980s. Take a look. It's some of my finest work. You'll love that film. Hurry. Well, I wanted the story to be accurate, and so I appealed to Peter's vanity and asked him if he would, appear in my reenactment of his crime. He'd shaved off his goatee and painted it back on again so that he could step out of Peter and prepare for the role and be born again as Peter.
Astounding. It was actually, it was beyond belief. This was the first and only draft of this screenplay. But it showed no corrections of any kind. Not one. He had simply written down the movie, already finished, in his head. Page after page of it, as if he were just taking dictation. And a movie that is finished as no movie has ever finished. Displace one word, and there would be diminishment. Displace one scene, and the structure would fall. It was clear to me. Those words I read were no accident. Here again was the very voice of cinematic perfection. I was staring through a cage of those meticulous keystrokes and an absolute beauty.
Thomas, we're live at the state capitol with some of Richard Dutcher's greatest fans, and we need to know, is he or is he not alive? He is alive! Ladies and gentlemen, it is confirmed! Richard Dutcher is alive!
That's right. Richard Dutcher is alive. I repeat, Richard Dutcher has been found by police. Amazingly, they found him, even as they were chasing the man who allegedly broke into the Dutcher home not 2 weeks prior. Our affiliates across the Intermountain West gathered footage from several sources. Here's how the story played out.
I can't stop running away, 'cause if I turn around, I'll run right back to you.
Give me that!
Hey!
I can't stop hiding away, 'cause if I come out, I'll run right into you.
Isn't this an island?
We're like 10 miles from Ogden.
Oh.
Only when police approached the man did they recognize him as the famous director.
Can I have your autograph?
Sure, you got a pen?
Yeah.
I'm here with Dr. Hubert Lance, a police psychologist and expert on castaway mental trauma. Doctor, what is Mr. Dutcher feeling right now?
Well, people who suffer from CMT experience only mild, short-term dementia.
Spaulding! Spaulding! What kind of people are you?
Well, there he goes again.
He'll be fine.
That was like totally awesome, for reals. Awesome, yeah.
I knew he was alive. The whole time.
My gosh, his wife must be so relieved.
Relieved and overjoyed and excited to see him and very, very happy. Your daddy's coming home.
Okay.
We're looking forward to seeing him again. Yeah.
Sir, what are your thoughts and feelings on Richard Dutcher?
Why don't you get a job?
What have you learned through all this?
Well, when the reenactment I made gets into the right hands, I'm sure I'll have to do business with Hollywood types. I'll have to sit at the table with that ilk. It's absurd to think that I can't be a devout member of my faith and make movies.
Tell me of your film about the Book of Mormon prophet Abinadi.
Oh, sure. Well, it's an updated version, for budget reasons. And since we're supposed to liken the scriptures to our times, I decided to make Abinadi cuter. Not like the Abinadi we see in that famous painting. I mean, that's the way Hollywood does it. It's short, but it's action. He's gotta look good.
Woe, woe unto this generation, for you have not heeded the words of the prophets.
I didn't like the way that it ended with Abinadi burning at the stake. It's just too much death and violence for me. No.
I'm really excited about this new project I'm working on. I got a grant, and I've always wanted to tell Book of Mormon stories, and now I'm doing it. The Book of Mormon recounts a lot of battle scenes that would be very violent on film. And I wanted to find a way to be true to the reality of it without showing all that human violence. and I finally found a way. Except instead of using people, I'm using eggs. It won't be released for another year, but we're really proud of it.
Peter, do I forgive him? Yes, absolutely. People do crazy things sometimes. So, yeah, let's just put it in the past and move on.
So you did not press charges, then?
Oh, no, he's in jail. He did break into my house.
This bird shall fly again. I'm telling you. Hey, Jorge, how you doing?
Did you know that Richard Dutcher was found?
You media people, I tell you, can you just let the man die, you know? I mean, he's a fellow artist, you know? I mean, let him be.
No, Mr. Bowman, it's a fact. The police found him while chasing you.
Richard's alive? Well, that's great. I'm happy to hear that.
Why did you break into Richard's home?
Oh, great question. Let's just go straight to that. Okay, well, if you must know, so the world would know, okay? They had to know.
No, what?
Know that Richard is not some big hotshot director, okay? He's not some genius like everyone thinks he is. He made one movie. What's the big deal? Richard, if you're watching this, you're not some big-time genius, not some hotshot stud. I've seen your home movies, Richard. They suck. There's no structure. There's just a little girl on a bike. Wait! The camera.
Hopefully when his sentence is through, maybe I'll invite him over for dinner and we can sit down and talk about this. I hope he comes through the door this time instead of through the window. But, yeah, I forgive him.
Shortly after that, I had a dream. My mind was light as air, floating toward things to come. The people and places of my life wrestling their way into my slumber. I dreamt that investors were kind, and Richard was there, and he welcomed me. And it's not like he was better than me or more talented, none of that mattered. We were brothers in the arts, and he forgave me of my indiscretion, and it was glorious, a wondrous thing to behold. But still I dreamed on, further into the future. And this was cloudier because it was years away. Richard's vision was realized. Mormon movies filled the shelves. It was a future where Mormon filmmakers helped each other. Where we rejoiced with those whose films did well, and we comforted those whose films stood in need of comfort. And it seemed real. It seemed like us. And if not Utah, then a land not too far away, where all filmmakers and crew are wise and capable, and audiences are forgiving and beloved. I don't know. Maybe it was Arizona.
Those Mormons, they love movies. They love making they love Oscar. I mean, he's up on top of their special buildings all over the United States and Canada and parts of Latin America. And of course, he's a little more modestly dressed. He's got a robe and a little trumpet. So, but they're into that modest dress. You know what I mean?
I think if we start seeing this Mormon cinema head in the direction of comedy, it has no chance. You're not going to draw in brother and sister Nielsen, Swenson, Mortensen, Johnson into
What's the theme of Johnny Lingo? Just to put it as succinctly as I can, it's enough money will make you look good. Plain and simple.
Mormon cinema, it's not going to happen. It's really not in the cards.
I've studied that. I've looked into that. It's that is the zenith of seriosity, if that's a word. I'm not sure. Zenith.
I think Mormon cinema is going to make it.
I don't want to see somebody eternally blissful. I want to see somebody working for that bliss. Never achieving it, dangling it in front of the plow horse like a dirt farmer with a carrot. And what's the plow horse thinking he's going to get the happiness, he's going to get the carrot, never gets it.
Hello, everyone out there. This is Richard Ball. I just want to say, folks, pay no attention to the rumors. Although I did play Joseph Smith, I am not a Mormon. I have never been a Mormon. I never will be a Mormon. And in fact, I wouldn't allow my daughter to marry a Mormon. In fact, I wouldn't even let her date one. Hey, I'm kidding. I love you guys. Are you kidding? Some of my best friends are Mormons. Hey, Nate, how are you, dude? I've enjoyed this. I'm out of here.
Next Mormon Spielberg? You really want to know? Me.
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 Me!
Me. Me.
Do you have to be a Mormon for that?
Me.
Me!
Me. Me.
I have a script.
This is the work and the story of your rise to glory.
Sometimes I feel like smashing his face.
Why can't you see that your destiny?
Mormons do that.
It's a universal language like math or love. You're on a race with destiny. Fueled by a lot of
In March 2000.
I've seen your whole movies, Richard. They suck. You won't stop until your cup is full. And though it may sound absurd, knowing you'll be the next Spielberg. This is the work and the story of your rise to glory, to be greatest of all time. Why can't you see that you're destined to be only legend in your mind? Driven to succeed at any cost. Obsessed with fame, living in the land of the lost. Even at the expense of family. No one is immune to insanity. And though it may sound absurd, knowing you'll be the next Spielberg. This is the work and the story of your rise to glory, to be greatest of all time. Why can't you see that you're destined to be only legend in your
I don't want to sound cocky, but I'm destined for greatness.